honestly, actually, a really good way of separating those two identities has been social media, truly, because you kind of create a whole personality on social media. So it's important to create the world you want, you know?
It's I connect to that because like to me it is no secret. Like my
Right.
real name is Carolyn.
Absolutely.
It's the last name that's different.
Right.
So Carolyn Darling is, fairy godmother, and like the one that's I feel like she's the one that is majority of the time present every day, whether it's working or whether it's like meeting with friends. That is Care Darling. And like even in high school, the way I presented myself, I felt like that was Care Darling, even though I wasn't, I didn't have that name yet. But
Right.
the real name and the deep down, like, I guess when you said artist, I was like, that makes so much sense. And uh, for me, at a certain point, I remember separating them
Right.
because I was like, Carolyn Darling is the one everyone wants. It's the one that is the, gives me the most
Oh,
confidence.
I relate to that too. I mean, of
Yeah.
course.
It's like I would, how you say Superwoman and Clark Kent. And it's like, well, why wouldn't you want to be Superwoman
Right.
24/7?
Right.
And then you lose that inner child, your inner, the more personal one. And I remember I was suffering, in a way, identity crisis. But what it was I was trying so hard to be this superwoman self and being the best version of myself. I wasn't nurturing that inner child of mine, the who I was born as. And then I was trying to nurture so much of who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then I finally, like, I guess it makes so much sense of what you mean as far as the balance was. I
Totally.
then realized that I need to stop trying to push away, you know, Carolyn Lockwood,
Right.
and actually nurture her. And because of accepting her, or I don't know, it's this weird therapy session now, but accepting her and nurturing her and loving her, I feel like in a weird way, she actually helped Carolyn Darling become more um like, instead of being superwoman, like a superhuman, if that makes any sense. Do you connect with that?
Everything you just said, I fully agree with. And I kind of forgot about. Maybe I sort of blocked out those memories, but like drama. But you're right. It sort of becomes like, oh, like everyone likes this creation I've made, but then
Mm,
like, do they like me? And I fully relate to that, and that was why I really had to go back and embrace myself. And like, it's hard because my drag friends only really see me at shows and drag, so I really had to go kind of back to my other friends who I hadn't
oh,
been able to spend time with, and make time to like go to the game nights and go to the movie nights with them, so that I can sort of be in my own skin and be myself, and let that part of me get the recognition it needs.
yeah, because that is self-care. Because my
Absolutely.
message, I'm like, self-care is more than just nails and
Right.
facials, which, I enjoy those too.
I mean, skincare is important.
Exactly. And but there's also the social, there's the social self-care where it's like sometimes you do need to, I guess in a way, maybe it's just more grounding, that
Mhm.
it's like, especially that makes so much sense where it's like you go to the people that knew you before your, your super self and
Right.
stuff. And I guess that helps you ground into, because I mean, if you have those great friends, they know your inner self. They know the deep down what you believe in the core of, whether you're a good person or not, and they love you nonetheless.
That's neither here nor there, but very still, very still.